in this video, I'm going to be giving you the one strategy that can guarantee you pass your prop firm account, okay? All you have to do is watch all the way until the end, because after this video, you will completely know how to dominate the markets and actually pass your prop firm account, okay? Whether it's FTMO or anything, right? So let's get straight into it. First thing you need to do is only trade within the London kill zone, 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. on a 5-minute time frame, okay? So we're on a 5-minute time frame, Euro USD, 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. What we need to do is mark out the highest point and the lowest point of Asian session. So this is the highest point of Asian, and this right here is the lowest point. So as soon as we have the highest point and the lowest point dialed in, what we need to do next is identify which part of price actually gets liquidated first, okay? Whether it's the highs or the lows, right? So what we need to do now is look for a move that actually is like this. So whether it's the highs, we need to look for a liquidity sweep like this if it's the lows, and then whether it's the highs, it's vice versa, okay? So what we need to do is play price forward. We're going to see exactly how it runs, and you can see that's completely swept the highest point. So after it actually sweeps the highest point, what we need to do is mark this out as our liquidity sweep right there. Once we get the liquidity sweep, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very simple, right? Also, if you want this indicator to mark out the Asian session, London session, or New York session, it is actually called Asian session range, right? So this is the indicator name, just for any of you guys who are actually wondering what it's called. I'm just going to leave this here for any of you to actually go and see that for yourself. All right, so let me just continue. But just before that, if you actually have a prop firm account, or you're interested in passing a prop firm account and becoming profitable within 5 days, right? So this is what you need to do. You need to join the first link in the description, because we only accept 5 joins, right? 5 joins until the end of the month. Here's what happens. You can join with no trading experience, and we take you from 0 to 3.8k within literally 30 days, right? So he paid us the 30% once the payout hit his bank account. And here's the process. You just join MSPass, and we cover 25% of your account cost, 100k, 200k, 300k, or even 400, and we pass your phase 1 and phase 2, and then we manage it for 4 months, right? And you get to keep 70% of the payout, and we only take 30%, right? There's only 5 spots left for end of April, so make sure you join as fast as possible. First, look at the description so you can get started. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing now is actually identifying find a breakers of structure where fractional highs / lows have completely been swept, right? So what I need to do is find a breakage of structure towards the downside, right? So if I play price forward, we need a breakage of structure. If I keep it going, our best structure that we can actually break through right now is right here. And if we actually do get an engulfing candlestick, it will be very, very good for us, right? So as you can see right here, reinforce your market structure shift with an engulfing candlestick if possible, right? So what I'm going to do is keep playing price forward. And there we go, which got a very, very big candle that we can actually use. You can see it right there. So we just got a very big candle. So this will be our market structure shift. So I'm going to use this as our MSS. Once we do actually get this market structure shift, everything from here on out becomes very, very simple. All we've got to do now is identify a fair value gap, and then we overlap with a market structure shift for a higher probability, and then we execute the trade, right? So let me play price forward one more time so I can get my fair value gap. And as soon as you can get this fair value gap right here, I'm going to just mark out the whole area just like this. Once you've marked out the whole area, what you need to do from here on out becomes very, very simple, right? You just drag this along. As you can see, it's overlapping with the market structure shift, which is a very, very good sign. And now all we've got to do is actually mark this out as our fair value gap, FVG right there, or let me actually write it fully out, value gap. And as soon as we actually do get this fair value gap, what we need to do from here on out is very simple. We just enter our sell position right at the bottom of this, placing our stop loss just at the end of the highlighted area, and placing our take profit as a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, right? So we're going to go down all the way down here, 1-to-3, 1-to-2.99. okay? So now everything's completely dialed in. By the way, this is the trade I actually took today, and I've actually made over 2,000 from this trade alone. So if you actually did catch this, comment down below if you caught this trade, and I just want to see you guys' progress, right? So all I'm going to be doing from now on is actually playing price forward, and you're going to see exactly how it actually enters back into the area right there. It enters back in twice, and now it goes towards the downside, and as you can see, it goes down to completely smash our take profit, right? And now I can tell you, if I just keep price playing, you can see this is the actual market right now in live form, right? So you can see the silver bullet strategy actually happening in live form right in front of you. So why do you actually not use it? It's because everyone's hesitating and no one wants to take risk of actually trying a new strategy, right? I'm going to show you another example right now, so make sure you tune in. Right, so now we're on the next example. You need to listen very, very carefully for this one, because this one will completely blow your mind, and this is very complex, right? So we're going to do the exact same movement, marking at the highest point in Asian session. I'm not going to mark the start of Asian session because it's just very, very far out. So I'm going to mark anywhere in the middle. So this is the highest point. We're going to mark out the lowest point too. So the lowest point will be around here, right? So as soon as we actually do this, this is Asian session's highs. And as you know, this is Asian session's lows right here. So as we know, we have the highs and the lows marked out, dialed in. What we need to do next is identify which part of price gets liquidated first, right? So if I play price forward now, you can see that the lows has just completely been swept. Once we actually do get this low sweepage, what we need to do next becomes very, very clear, right? So as soon as we get the low sweepage, what we need to do next is actually figure out where our breakage of structure is, right? So we need a breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have completely been swept, and then we could reinforce our market structure shift within a golfing candlestick if it's possible, right? So what I'm going to be doing next is actually waiting for price to take out a fractional high. As you can see, I'm going to keep it going. As you can see right there, wait, if I just stop price right there. Okay, as you can see, if we look very, very carefully, we actually did get a level of breakage right here, which is this fractional high, which will actually be counted as our market structure shift, right? Because the candle before it and the candle after it did not go above it, which makes this a very, very good market structure shift. Also, this one is a very good market structure shift. You could count it because the candle before it and the candle after it did not go above it, but this one is just higher, okay, which makes this a little more valid, right? So as soon as we're going to use this as our breakage of structure, we're going to mark out our fair value gap, which will be them two areas. I'm going to mark this out, fair value gap. So now that we have our fair value gap, we have everything dialed in and ready. We just need to long position this right there, and then we place our stop loss just below this candle of the FVG. Then we place our take profit as a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio, okay? So this will either 1-to-3, or we can actually put it at Asian sessions highs, because that is where price will go after it does break down. So now that we're putting our take profit all the way higher, we can actually put our stop loss more lower, so we can get a 1-to-3.2 or something, okay? So this is what we need to do. Now if I play price forward, you can see price is going back down. It's just entered the area right there, which is completely amazing. Now as soon as it entered, it's going towards the upside, and it's gone to completely smash our take profit, right? So even if you're saying, oh, I didn't smash take profit yet, there you go, it's completely smashed it now, right? You can see the strategy works so well. And if you're not using this, then I literally don't know what you're doing, okay? You need to actually start using this every single day. Let me show you on a fundamental level how the strategy actually works, right? So you're going to let Asian session do whatever it wants. This is Asian session, the blue highlighted area. Do whatever it wants, but once it gets to the specific trading time, you mark out the highest point and you mark out the lowest point, right? So as soon as you do that, what we need to do, this is all in Euro USD, by the way. So what you need to do after that is actually wait for price to take out one of these two areas. Let's say you took out the lowest point now. This will be our liquidity sweep right there. Right there, this will be our liquidity sweep. And once we do actually get this liquidity sweep, what we need to do from here on out becomes very, very simple, okay? As soon as we get the liquidity sweep, we need to just find a breakage of structure which goes towards upside, right? So as you can see right there, this will be the breakage of structure right here, right? So this will be our market structure shift. And as soon as we do get the market structure shift, what we need to do is mark out our fair value gap, which actually comes with it, because it will overlap with the market structure shift. And now we will just enter our position right there, placing our take profit at the top and placing our stop loss just below the highlighted area, right? And as soon as we do that, all we've got to do is actually let price play, come back down into the area, and now go all the way up and completely smash, take profit, right? So this is exactly how the strategy works. Make sure you use this, and if you didn't get any part of the video, just rewind the whole thing. And if you really want to pass your profit from account, we have 5 stars on Trustpilot, so you can actually trust our company. Make sure you join the first link in the description, and you will completely change your life, just like how every single person changed their life, just like how Maxim Felipe, right, it changed his life. Even with 2 months of trading experience, we took him from $0 to $3,800 a month within 30 days of him being with us. Okay, you can also check out our YouTube client testimonials. Just join the first link in the description, or message me funded, or message me pass straight away right now. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.